All right, we got video recording and broadcasting and rolling to audio tape. We are now ready for the following good times, which begins in 3, 2, 1.
Interior. Home in town where Christmas is strictly enforced. We see Carol, a woman whose hair is all bangs, sitting in her bedroom reading a wreath. Her grandma, an elder being, enters oldly.
Carol, it is almost Christmas. Will you be single on Christmas? I would not do that.
Carol's grandma is never single on Christmas. She is famous for this and has won an award.
The gift of love is never under my tree. Grandma, what occurs if I do not celebrate Christmas this year? Will I be put in holiday jail?
Yes, speak no more crazy.
Did you make a fart?
You can't spell the morning stream without remonstrating. This is the morning stream.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to TMS, the final TMS before Christmas 2020. It's December 23rd, in fact, the day before Christmas.
That's right. Christmas Eve X2.
Very exciting, although it's weird. Kim and I were having yet another conversation last night about trying to cram the feeling of Christmas in as fast as we can because it just isn't doing it this year. It's not feeling that way right now. Mm-hmm. It's just weird. No. I don't like it, sir. No, I don't. Oh, by the way, that's Brian Ibbett. I'm Scott Johnson. Good morning.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Fancy meeting you.
I guess I'll join you today. Why not? I'm here.
Yeah, why not? If you're here, you're family. So check it out. We got a show. There's stuff. We got recommendals later. Tom should be swinging by with some tech news. I don't know how much tech news there can be on the 23rd of December, but we'll be talking about it anyway.
I know. Right now would be a dumb time to have new tech because it's too late for people to buy it for Christmas.
That's right. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I tried to get a last-minute thing for Kim that was tech-related, and everything is getting here like on the 5th or 6th. Nothing gets here on time, so forget
Kim,
it.
I tried to buy you a PlayStation 5, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, it just didn't work out, honey. Whatever will we do? But anyway, we got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to start with dream interpretation.
I love it. Okay.
Now, here's the deal. I often have weird dreams, and then sometimes I bring them to the show, and Brian tries his mightiest to try to figure out what's going on, and sometimes the chat will key in on this. So here's a weird one, and I consider it a really bad dream because I've never shared this on the show before, but I have some things in life that I would call phobias or things that I'd like to avoid. Pooping on an airplane, not into it.
Sure.
Right? We've talked about that.
We're all familiar with that one.
That's an easy one. Yeah. Don't like heights. Put me on a Ferris wheel, may as well kill me. Can't do it.
Okay. All right.
It's too high. I don't even care if it's super enclosed. Like, I can barely do the tram at Snowbird. It just murders me. It's really hard. I know. I don't know what it is with heights. I just can't do it. Now, when I'm in an airplane, no problem. I don't know why that doesn't bother me to be high in a plane.
Sure.
Because
it doesn't feel like you're, teetering on the edge of nothingness. What about like being in a building on a high floor and looking out?
Don't mind that, as long as it's not the very top, like an observation deck style thing where I can actually look physically out.
Yeah, and you can lean over. Yeah,
can't do that. Oh my gosh, no. Like, I went to Vegas a couple years ago, and we were all there. Took the kids to Hoover Dam because they'd never been, and Hoover Dam is rad, and I love all that stuff. And just remember going there all the time as a kid. But when I'm up on the dam, looking over to that long stretch of drop off, scenes from the damn tour and, Christmas Vacation. Or no, that's Vegas Vacation, sorry.
That's Vegas Vacation, yeah. The damn tour.
All right, Papa Giorgio and all that.
Right.
That, I can't do it. I have to stand way back and can't look, or my body just goes into a weird feeling of like I'm going to die. Carter, on the other hand, can just hang out over the edge. No problem. I don't know what her deal is. She's not afraid of heights at all. Yeah. So I have a couple things. They're not that big a deal, and they're kind of common. Here's one I've never told you about. How much voltage is these batteries? 10 volt? No, 9 volt?
Are they the square ones?
Square ones. 9 volt battery?
Yeah, 9 volt.
Okay, 9 volt battery with the two heads, right? The negative and positive leads.
Two terminals,
Two terminals, yeah. The two-headed death monster.
The two-headed 10-volt battery, yes.
I don't know if this came from when I was a kid, probably. My brother probably tricked me into doing it or whatever, but people will touch those to their tongue to test if they're hot or not, charged or not.
If there's any juice left in them.
Yeah. And that's a horrific practice that mankind should outlaw. But I cannot stand even the idea of it. Like I hate it so bad. That feeling of like doing it to you. It's like being tased on purpose. It's just this. I hate it. Ugh. So anyway, I can't do that. My brother Matt, do it all day, checking batteries. He didn't care. There's no problem. But I can't do it.
And you already don't like things putting things in your mouth that aren't food. Like,
right.
Fingers or
anything.
Primarily fingers. Toes, I'm sure you're not a fan of either. But
primarily fingers.
Primarily fingers. But
yeah, you're not wrong.
If I'm coming up with a list of things that are not food that Scott gets grossed out by putting in his mouth, the top 10 items are fingers.
Yeah, fingers and other bodily digits. I don't want any of that in my mouth.
Yeah, sure.
But that doesn't even, with the batteries, doesn't even come into it. In fact, in my head, somehow it's more sterile because there's like a live charge there. I know that's not true, but in my head, okay.
Yes.
So they don't gross me out. They just freak me out, and I don't like it. And so what happens? Last night, my dream decided to play a little joke on me and have an entire dream about me being in charge of testing all 9-volt batteries in the country, one after one, until they were gone, until we were sure what was charged and what wasn't. So picture, Brian, if you will, kind of like, Lucy Ricardo style.
Oh, I was hoping this was like the Lucy conveyor belt.
It's just like
basically
that.
You're like,
it's just like that. You're right. And it got really fast, and I was like doing 2 at a time, and sometimes 3, and I dropped one, and now there's one on the floor, and I don't know if we're going to get in trouble for that, and I had to jam one in my mouth like it was that scene, but with battery testing and just constantly shocking my tongue over and over and over. It was horrendous. And I didn't feel like I was waking up ever from this. It felt like it went on forever. It almost felt like I knew it was a dream, but something wasn't allowing me to get out of it, which made it worse than a dream you think is real somehow. It sucked. So let's now move to the phase of trying to determine what I was thinking. What is this? What do you say? Because that's all the dream was, by the way. No real end cap or front load story. It just,
all right. So what? So all right. Well, the obvious thing, the fact that they're coming and not stopping, means you feel pressure of something that you're not able to keep up with.
Okay.
That seems like an obvious one, right? So the
sure.
conveyor belt and this stuff coming down.
Yeah.
The fact that they're batteries, it's something. So maybe you dread something that you know is going to cause you pain, but you know you've got to do it.
Oh, interesting.
And you're feeling the pressure of having to keep up with it. I don't know.
That could be, and I'm not going to tell people what it is, but I have a thing like that right now.
Really?
Brian, look at you, the dream weaver, the dream master.
Oh, dream weaver.
I'm an Adobe product you don't use as much as you used to. Anyway.
Oh, speak for yourself. I use that damn thing daily.
Yeah, I use it. I probably don't. Yeah, I should say, that's just me. I haven't used it in a
I just
while,
don't use it to make websites. I use it to do other things, but
yeah, it has its uses. And if I am doing some sort of like basic PHP or HTML business or some kind of forwarding stuff in a header or whatever, I'm always using Dreamweaver.
Right.
I paid for it, damn it. Anyway, so that's the fun there. That's a fun dream, and whatever. People at home, come to your own conclusions. Send them in. themorningstream@gmail.com. That'll get you right in front of us so we can figure out what the hell that meant. But I'm a number 1 in the nation battery tester, according to my dream. Also, here's something funny. You're gonna like this. I got a newsletter in the email there.
Yeah. Did you? Okay.
Yeah, it's from the Homeowners Association here at the Daybreak deal that I live in, and got this thing in the mail, and it basically had 4 or 5 things it wanted to tell us. One, it was like a nice little holiday message. Be safe, wear masks, all that. And then there was another part that was like, don't forget, we'll be having a meeting discussing the future installation of this freaking thing next spring or whatever. Okay, great. There's that. And then there was a whole section about how snow removal works. And they're basically saying that too many people are calling in and saying, hey, there's a little bit of snow out there. When are you coming to scrape it? And they're basically trying to say, look, if we did this every time there was just any snow, everybody's HOAs would go way up because it's really expensive for us to contract with the city to come out and do your thing. So they have this rule where they do not start scraping the roads in the area unless there's 2 inches of accumulation or more. So there has to be at least 2 inches of snow or more that's staying on the road, and then they'll come out. So
how long do they wait? So let's say snow comes down, just like that. That's the sound of snow coming down, and there's 2 inches on the road. How long do they wait to see if it's going to melt off before they fire things up?
Well, see, this is the problem. My head went to the same thing, and I'm asking all kinds of questions they're not prepared to ask, right? Because there's no way they've got this quantified in their heads. They're just basically like,
if the snow, if you get more than 2 inches and it stays,
yeah.
Okay.
Like, what does that
For
even
how
mean?
long?
What does it even mean when you say, does it stay? Like,
because guess what? After a bunch of people drive around all over it, it's going to be less than 2 inches and it's going to stay.
That's right. Well, here's the best part, though. So, someone has joined the, I guess, Dunaway bust.
Dunaway's buzzing in. I think he really wants to.
Don't worry, Dunaway. We'll get you in here in a second. So
I love
that's really funny. That's what his way of saying I'm here, I guess. So actually, that's an interesting idea. I think about using that for things when guests come in. Anyway, all right.
That's funny.
So here's the funny part about it. All that's fine, whatever. It's just, them trying to avoid paying too much and telling people to chill out and whatever. It's fine. But the way it was written was this, Brian. Here's a quote from the newsletter. Mm-hmm. It said, quote, "If it is less than 2 inches, we will not be sending anyone out to you." Now, I'm not one to hear or see euphemisms in everything I see, but that sounded euphemistic to me.
Euphemism isn't quite the right word. It's not. It's turning something dirty, making something dirty out of something that's not intended to be dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the phrase is.
Unintended.
For that,
how about unintended euphemism is what they've created here.
Unintended. Well, euphemism still implies that you're putting a innocuous phrase in place of a dirty phrase.
Oh, is that what that is?
I gave her the old Spanish Inquisition, if you know what I mean. That's
What, where you went around using religious authority and interviewed a bunch of people and
that's
beat
right,
them
exactly.
up?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. All right. Double entendre? Would that be it? Is it a double entendre?
I don't know.
Or is that intended?
I don't know. I don't think they intended it. Because.
Well, okay, yes, that's true, Bobby. A euphemism doesn't have to be dirty, but come on.
I think they said, let's call it an Nintendo. That's what it is. Nintendo.
A Nintendo. That's good, yes.
It's an Nintendo vism.
Your HOA does what Nintendo doesn't. Nintendo don't.
That made me laugh. All right.
I blew the whole joke.
We got it's COVID time.
Oh,
I don't like this news. Time. Tell me how close it hit, because now I'm nervous. How close?
Hammond Chamberlain's daughter, Sid, who's celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday, Sid, is getting over COVID. Luckily, Hammond and Stacy and Audrey, also in the same household, dodged that bullet, so they're all fine. But
good.
But Sid got it. And Tristan is not feeling well.
No!
He's complaining of loss of smell and taste.
No! That's too close to the circle is shrinking. I don't like it.
It's way too close. So he's getting tested, or he got a test. We're waiting to hear the results. But
all right.
We won't be seeing Tristan for Christmas.
That sucks.
Right now, it looks like it's going to be me, Tina, and Tina's mom and dad, who were even like, we really shouldn't come over. Dad's going through chemo right now. His immunity is in an all-time low because of chemo.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So we shouldn't be coming over.
Yeah.
But they're insistent, and they're also insistent that Tina's brother come out from Kansas City, who, found out that a coworker of his just tested positive a week ago.
Wait,
so come on out.
Is
sure.
Is it the brother-in-law I'm thinking of? Is that the brother-in-law that I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Brian, I'm sorry, dude. You got it.
That guy. I'm not seeing. We're not seeing him during this visit.
Yeah, let them hang out with the parents. Do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and then they're going to stay there. The brother and the kids are going to stay at Tina's parents' house. And
okay, well, that's either people that think this is all fake, or.
Hold on. Say that one thing again.
They think this is all fake, right? Wait, I want to hear the other one too, so I'm going to say,
Okay.
Or maybe they're very conscientious about the health of those around them. There we go. Nailed it.
Yes.
All right. Well, I hope for the best in all those cases, and I hope Tristan in particular is okay. Which Hammond daughter was it, did you say?
Sydney.
Sydney, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go. That extra note at the end is the bonus. All right. Time for us to shackle off these wicked coils. That doesn't make any sense. And play Babble Royale. We're going to bring Brian Dunaway in. It may be called something else today. I think we're feuding today.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian's got some twists to the old formula, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But first, let's bring him in. Let's play this song. Join us now, everybody, for a game of I don't know. What do you call this now? Has it got a different name?
This is the Tadpooley Feud.
Tadpooley Feud. Nate, nice. We get to kiss the host and everything. Me and Brian Dunaway competing today, trying to get prizes to a lucky winner. Brian Dunaway, welcome to the show. How the heck are you?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Hi.
Did you know it's the day before Christmas Eve in the U.S. of A?
I did.
It's Festivus today, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
It is Festivus. Where's
right, the
my
23rd.
poll?
Yeah.
Where's my poll?
Do you have a poll?
Time for the airing of grievances.
Yeah. Do you have any grievances to air, Dunaway? Do you have anything on?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You sent me this buzzer and asked me for my name, and I was conscientious enough to go, well, I don't want to use my first name because Brian's name is also Brian. I use my last name, but my name is already taken. It says Brian up there. Well, I guess you just think you're the only Brian in the world, don't you, Ibbot?
Yeah. I'm sure that's it, and not that the software only limits people to certain names. I'm sure that's it. I'm sure that's
that
all
was
it
the
is.
that was the worst grievance I could come up with.
It's a pretty bad grievance.
Yeah.
It.
I think all my grievances are shared grievances with the rest of everybody, so I don't have any specific grievances this week. So instead,
I have a grievance with too much candy and not enough healthy food surrounding me during this time of year.
Oh, yeah. And you know what?
yeah.
And I got to put out a big thank you to Choco Mama, who sent me another box of these beautiful chocolates that she makes.
Yeah.
I was like, do you have a store? Do you sell these? Like, she's no, I just do this around Christmas time. But these are like professional looking chocolates. And in honor of me, she
What is a professional looking chocolate?
Yeah.
I gotta know. Is it
Little tie.
the shape that makes it look professional?
Little suit.
yeah.
Is it the sheen? Is it the gloss?
Yes,
Is that what-
it's all of those.
Sounds like
Okay.
everything.
Patterns. They
Yeah.
have colors and patterns. If you look at my Twitter, I've only tweeted 4 things in the last week. If you look at my Twitter, it's like the second most recent thing I've tweeted.
If you pour a handful of Raisinets out in your hand, you're like, that
Definitely.
is not professional looking
Those are
chocolate.
exactly. No, these are
Okay.
professional looking chocolates.
Oh, look at these.
And,
Yeah, these are nice.
and then in honor of my favorite font, she put the whole page that describes what each flavor is in Comic Sans.
Oh, look at the many flavors you can get. Oh yeah, I got these last year. I guess this year I'm not
Yes.
Not on your list there, Choco
Because of the
Mama.
shug. Because of the shug.
Well, last year
naughty hoe.
she sent me the non-shug kind. She sent me the.
This
Oh,
is-
did she? Oh,
This is
Oops.
the best ever.
sorry, Choco Mama. I hope I didn't get you in trouble.
She's been
This is
outed.
the best. I never get to see the videos while we're talking. Ooh, I like that
Ooh,
chocolate.
Yeah, look at that
Ooh,
chocolate,
right?
Brian.
I like the.
Oh, she
duck
says it's in the
ones.
mail, Scott. She
Oh.
says it's coming. You
I'm
better.
sorry.
Well, you might as well go ahead and say, "Where's mine at, Choco Mama? I want to see some of these professional chocolates."
But you see what I'm talking about? Look at those.
Oh, they're
like
beautiful.
ducks
Yeah.
on some of those. I imagine those are duck flavor.
Yeah.
There's some that are
Duck
poodle flavor,
flavor.
seahorse flavor.
Oh God,
Seahorse.
they're
flavor.
not really flavored like the animal they
No.
represent, are they?
I hope not.
Okay. So she doesn't like take a duck, lift his wing up, and rub them
No.
in his pits or anything.
No
Duck
duck
butter.
pits.
Mm.
Oh, freaking duck pits. That sounds terrible. That's so funny. That kind of has something to do with my clip today for recommendals. Anyway,
Duck.
hey,
Oh, weird.
let's play
Okay.
this game. We got a very patient listener on the phone here who's been waiting. Hi, who's this?
Good morning, gentlemen. This is Greg for Walkman.
Well, hello,
Hey,
Greg for Walkman.
Hey!
Man, it has been too long since we've had your voice on here. How the heck are you?
Oh, I'm just surviving.
Are you experiencing any Christmas Boston snow at the moment?
Yeah, we still we got 14 inches where I live, and there's probably about 10 of it still on the ground.
That's
So
a fair
it's,
amount. Yeah,
I
love
hearing you say 14. Christmas, so.
Yeah, 14's a great.
It's a wicked piss amount of snow.
You're the one guy I know from Boston who actually has the cool accent, so never lose it and always have it.
Yeah, some don't call it cool. But.
Yeah, well, I think it's cool, so F those guys. They don't know what they're talking about. All right, well, it's good to have you here, as always. We're going to play a game. Brian will explain how this works, what the rules are, and what you could win.
Well, I'll do exactly that. It's time to play the Tadpooley Feud. Music's not playing.
There's no music.
There we go. Now it's playing.
Oh, there we go.
I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers that they gave us. Greg for Walkman, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with one of our players. I'm going to give our this part I have to rewrite because it's different. Now we have a buzzer. Well, they're going to buzz in with their first answers. Whoever buzzes in with the higher rated answer is going to get to decide if they want to pass or play.
Yeah.
And you, Greg for Walkman, are going to be part of the team that passes. So you will have a chance to work with one of the teams and steal the win at the end. We play just like Family Feud, but it's called the Tadpooley Feud. Your prizes today are
Tad Feud.
Not Tad Feud. That's lame.
Your prizes today are Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair.
That game is
Laylee.
so good. It's a great game. Oh, cool. Yes, excellent platformer.
And Fun with Ragdolls, the game.
Well, that one I can't speak to, but
you know what I'm visualizing? Do you remember that game that was on the PlayStation for a while where you put a human being in a slingshot and you shot them at
oh yeah,
that was a whole big background and they just ragdoll bounce physics all over the place.
It was an early PS3 game.
PS3, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Pain. Oh my God,
Pain.
Talia. That's exactly it. It was called Pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It was,
that game was so freaking fun.
It was really fun. It was like the predecessor to. There's a lot of mobile games that are basically that now. Like it's a sort of a genre unto itself. But I think that was the first that I remember. That was like, hey,
it was
what if
basically like all the fun of a shooting gallery where, I wonder what happens if I shoot that red circle.
Yeah.
Oh, this comes out and does that thing. No, that was great. It was so cool.
Also, I just say real quick, Drenched Wildfire, nice freaking reference to the song by Aerosmith. He wrote Ragdoll Living in a Movie.
Living in a movie.
I hate that song. Anyway.
All right, so those are your prizes. Let's begin by telling you what the game, the topic that you're playing for. And of course, because it's the holiday season, it's another holiday topic. We asked 200 Tadpoolers, and they gave us their answer to the following question. Top 10 answers are on the board, or top 12 answers are on the board. And get rid of hands-on buzzers, guys. You guys ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hands-on buzzers. Hold on.
Oh, it moved me out of the room. I need to get back into the room.
Oh, yeah. You're not in the room.
Nope.
Get in this room.
No, you're out.
Maybe it kicked you.
Wait, I guess I don't know why it logged me out. I guess because I didn't keep it in the front.
Oh, do you have to make a new room? Or is
nope.
it? Okay,
nope. You guys are still in there, so I get to just rejoin.
Oh, look, it's
the room.
Ibbot.
All right, I'm gonna just for test's sake, I'm gonna buzz and then Brian will buzz. So here's my buzz. Okay, so that worked.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till you can hit that button again to unbuzz within 5 seconds.
Oh, okay,
all right,
cool.
Your buzzers are working.
All right, awesome. And you'll be able to tell who got it because you're looking at it. Okay,
I will totally. Sweet. I'm looking at it right now. All right. We asked 200 Tadpoolers the following question. Top 12 answers on the board. What is the worst Christmas song ever? All right, Scott Johnson, first in.
I'm going to say the worst Christmas song ever is Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time by
Show Me
that guy.
Yeah. Show Me Wonderful Christmas Time. Ooh, number one answer on the board. No other answers can beat it. So Scott gets to decide if he's going to pass or play.
I'm going to... Oh, see, this is where the strategy comes in. I'm going to pass.
Oh, interesting.
Right. Brian Dunaway, you're going to get to play this one. There are 11 more answers on the board. You've got 2 strikes because we've altered it from 3 strikes because
right.
The estate of Richard Dawson got on our case about that.
Yeah. Really?
No, not really.
I didn't figure as much.
Really. All right, so So 11 more answers, and you can
All
use
right,
the
all right.
tadpole. Feel free to look at the tadpole. They don't know what my list is because
so I can look at the chat room.
I forgot we
It
could
was
use them. I may have not.
it
have
was an
passed.
anonymous. It was all an anonymous survey. They don't know what everybody else guessed. So
Interesting.
yes.
All right, and so I can't see the board, but Scott said "Wonderful
yeah,
Christmas."
right.
What did you say?
There's no board.
Yeah, he said
but,
"Wonderful Christmas Time"
Wonderful
by
Christmas Time,
Paul
yeah.
McCartney.
Paul
There
McCartney.
is.
Yeah,
I did find a PowerPoint Family Feud board. I'll see what I can do to make it work, but
Well, that's cool.
it looks like a big pain in the butt. So.
Yeah. We'll get.
All right. Well, I'm gonna test the room and see what kind of answers we're looking at here. That one was pretty straight laced, and that was number one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say people really don't like there's a couple of them I'm thinking. I'm trying to get.
Okay.
I'm trying to get.
You'll get to use all of them if you
Okay. All right. In that case, then I'm gonna go with Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. I think I think this annoys people.
Yeah.
Show me Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Damn it.
Yes,
No.
number 7 on the list.
Oh, okay. A little lower than I thought. So people, the gimmicky ones.
Hold
All
on.
right,
Is this number?
so-
Are there 8 of these again? Or
There were 12 altogether.
12 altogether. Okay.
Mhm.
What-
I
all right.
basically cut off the list at what I thought. Yeah, that's one
How
that
about-
definitely
How
needs to
about
be
the
on
one
the
that?
list.
How about the one that I don't like? How about that?
Sure,
Go ahead.
sure.
I don't know why, but whenever I sing in the car by myself, I always end up going with Bruce Springsteen. Even though it's not Bruce Springsteen songs, I do it anyway. I was doing it on the way back. Anyway,
What's
he
this?
does a Santa Claus is coming to town that
He
I
does.
heard just yesterday that was just,
Town.
God, I can't deal with it.
I know. I hate it.
All right, but this is by any artist. So
Okay.
all
Oh.
right. Santa,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are
not
you-
specific ones. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Okay. Show me Santa Claus is coming to town. Ooh, one strike.
So there's a lot of good ones. Okay, so I see what I did wrong there.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
that means
Yep.
back to me to steal this, right?
Nope. But, well, if you get
Oh
one
no,
more
strikes!
strike-
I forget
get
how
one
this
more.
works. Sorry, Family Feud. Go ahead.
All right.
You're good.
The one that's got a lot of hate recently is Do They Know It's Christmas?
Show me, do they know it's Christmas? One that seems to come out every year, covered by a bunch of worse artists than the last one. The only good one is the first one. Show me, do they know it's Christmas? Yes,
man.
number
Yes.
8 on the list.
Oh, now I'm floundering. All right.
Okay.
I know that last year we got a lot of grief about Baby It's Cold Outside
Shit.
because they said it was too sexy of a song.
Too
I'm
sexy.
gonna say that controversy.
I don't think the complaint. yeah.
is this too sexy.
I don't think the complaint is that it's too sexy, but it might be that it's too. It might be that it's too
implies,
rapey. It's too
It
rapey.
implies too. Yeah, it implies the too rapey. There you go.
Yeah,
in the
too
chat room.
rapey.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. just for clarity and no emails. Too rapey, not
Right.
too sexy.
Yes, I'm sure Brian was joking, but too sexy. It's just too hot for Christmas radio. Is that your guess?
My final answer. That's my final answer.
All
yeah.
right, show me, baby, it's cold outside. Yes, number 6 on the list.
6. Wow.
Yep.
Wow, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm missing like some kind of sweet spot that I'm just missing.
Mhm.
All right, then I'm gonna go with
This
people
is-
really hate. Oh, how about people that are sick of hearing "All I Want for Christmas"? People are sick of that.
Clarify. Sing a little bit of that one.
The Mariah Carey.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
What?
That's all I want for Christmas is you.
All
I'm
I want
sorry.
for
Oh,
Christmas,
not
actually,
the
because-
other one.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Show me all I want for Christmas is you by that horrible bitch Mariah Carey.
Wow.
Number 2 on the list.
Wow.
They play it all the freaking time.
Oh,
Yeah,
number
somebody
2.
actually put in the survey that horrible Christmas that Christmas song by that horrible bitch Mariah Carey.
Oh, all
That
right.
is
That's funny. That's even better. Good,
hilarious.
reading it.
So somebody really doesn't like Mariah Carey in
Yeah.
the survey, but I
Right.
decided to just put it in here as all I want for Christmas is you.
All right, I'm gonna go with, since I can't really think of, because all the rest of them are so beloved, and I can't really think of. I'm gonna go with a hippopotamus for Christmas.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Show me. Number 10 on the list.
Whoa!
They're in there. I can't believe it. That's great. So that kind of gives me, all right.
Gives you hope.
Gosh.
Oh
Gives
my
me hope.
gosh, dude.
Let's see.
I should have gone. I should have kept it.
No, you're doing fine because you're gonna have all kinds of good
You
guesses.
don't know. You don't know what's
Yeah,
coming.
I guess so.
I'm afraid I'm gonna step, but now I'm getting afraid because there's so many popular ones. I don't want to say a popular one and then people be mad at me. Feliz Navidad.
Show me Feliz Navidad. Oh, that's two strikes.
2 strikes.
That was on the list, but way down low. I think only 2 people said that Feliz Navidad is the worst Christmas song.
Yeah.
I would kind of be on the side of that because the only 2 lyrics are "I want to wish you a Merry Christmas."
Yes.
From the
And
bottom of my heart, and now we'll sing it in
Constantly.
Spanish.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. I don't
and
like
they
that
play
either.
it constantly.
And it's so
That's right.
repeaty. It's just, it's almost like that McCartney song. It's kind of breaking the same rules.
Exactly, it really is. So Scott and Greg for Walkman, now's your chance to steal. All you have to do is come up with one answer still on the board.
All right.
Yeah.
We still have 6 answers unclaimed.
All right, we're going with Santa Baby. Santa Baby.
Oh, that's a good one.
Santa Baby. Have you been talking with Greg for Walkman? Like, has he contributed to this at all?
No,
or,
I don't know
is
how
it-
to. Or am I supposed to commiserate with him? Like,
You can.
oh,
yeah.
hey, Greg, what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Yeah, that was one of my choices, and Dominic the Donkey was the other one.
Oh, that's a good one too. I heard that one this year. I haven't
I
heard
don't
that
even
one
know
in a
what
while.
that is. I've never heard of Dominic the Donkey.
Oh yeah,
that's totally new to me.
Yeehaw.
All right, I'm gonna we'll stick with Santa Baby for this one.
All right, show me Santa Baby. Yes, number 4.
Lots of hate.
Woo! Okay.
For the
yeah, it's right
steal.
All right.
Well stolen. The other ones you could, or I guess. If only there was a way for me to do the crowd murmur as they read it aloud every time they open an answer.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
I'll do it when you say it. How about that?
Let's look at number 3. The Christmas shoes. What's number 5? Last Christmas.
Last Christmas, of course.
That's the crowd.
No, number 9. Dominic the Donkey.
Just like Greg from Walkman said.
There you go. That's the audience.
And then the last 2, Jingle Bells and I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. I knew it.
I was going to do that one because I hear that one every year too. That was a
So that means I won.
That means you won, and that
Yeah, it
means
did.
Greg for Walkman
Okay.
wins as well.
I'm so fuzzy on the rules on how freaking
know.
Family Feud works. It's not your fault. It's because I never paid attention. I just knew.
You successfully stole.
You did.
I feel good about it. Well, that's awesome. Well done. And we only got to use the buzzer once, so I'm gonna play it just for fun. There. I pushed it again.
There you go. It is fun,
Greg,
the
you
buzzer.
know what that means? As often when you're on here, you pick it right,
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
and you walk away with these prizes. You know the drill. Just send Brian an email, coverville@gmail.com. Those will be in your Christmas hands before you know it, and you will celebrate Christmas with. You'll be 2 games richer. Let's look at it that way. How's that?
Thanks a lot, guys. I want to wish you guys happy holidays and be safe, and everybody in the tadpole just be safe and smart out there.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
So same to you and yours. Have a fantastic Christmas, and give my best to any family that you either will or won't see, like the rest of us.
All my family I won't see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, we're part of your family, so Merry Christmas, dude. I hope you get something cool
Okay.
under the tree, and we'll see
Hope
you.
you get a new
soon.
Walkman.
Yeah, new Walkman. Everybody needs a new Walkman, right? That's a thing still. Sony doesn't sell
If I
anything
gotta have
called.
one, it better be one of those Sony Sports Walkman that's yellow.
They don't. You know what they do? You know what Sony would sell a ton of? This is the truth. If they sold a phone or a streaming some kind of device, I'm not saying like an iPod and that's all it is. Basically, it's just an MP3 player, but some kind of commemorative yellow sportsman digital
But
thing,
a digital player, right?
but small and thin, but kind of looks retro
And looks just
Oh.
like that would be great. You know, it's that company that does the miniature arcade machines that you and I both have.
Mhm.
Also came out with a Walkman, but it's a charge bank. So like you take it with you,
Oh.
plug. It's got a USB thing.
Oh.
You plug your phone into it to charge your phone.
No way.
Yeah, isn't that cool? And it looks just like the old Walkman.
Sports Walkman charger.
Yeah, well, just look for newwavetoys.com.
That's because all I'm finding is ways to charge your Sony Walkman. All right, well anyway, that's amazing.
How to charge your Sony Walkman?
This is all I'm asking for is something like that. I just want the nostalgia. I don't actually need a full blown device. So you pointed me in the right direction. It's a Christmas miracle.
You just wanted something that would be fun for fun to no, fun way to support retro, way to support the the nostalgia of that thing. Yeah,
we're all about the nostalgia, but we put the N in nostalgia. Hey, Dunaway, what else is what are you doing for Christmas? Are you gonna have a good Christmas, or what's the plan? What do you think?
No, Scott, I'm planning on having a real crappy Christmas. No, I'm kidding.
Great, fantastic.
I'm actually planning on having a really good Christmas. Yeah. We're in the same boat here, just like everybody else. We're gonna try not to be around family too much. And just try to enjoy our time. Probably get on the phone a couple of times, maybe get on a Zoom call or two, and just commensurate with everybody and watch some Christmas movies.
Sure. A good. You know what'd be fun is like that Amazon or watch party thing on Netflix or something. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, that'd be a good, great idea.
A great little family thing. I didn't think about that. We're gonna have to think about that. Sorry, I almost burped up a little of my tea there.
Good idea.
I have a record this week of choking on things. I have to be careful.
Hatch for short is right. Wonder Woman is happening over the Christmas holidays.
Yes, yeah. But Disney doesn't, HBO Max doesn't have a watch party feature, which sucks. But still, you can watch it. Disney Plus doesn't either,
so check this out. So Tom Norm in the chat room posted a link to the WM1Z Walkman Signature Series. It's an MP3 player. It's kind of gold, yellow, doesn't look like the old Walkman, which kind of sucks. But I'd like you to look at that price tag.
Oh, what? Why is that
$3,200?
Good Lord!
What
is that made out of real gold?
I think it must be made out of real gold. Yeah,
it's got to be at least gold plated or something.
Yeah, there we go. Fully encased in a high-grade, gold-plated, oxygen-free copper chassis.
Nice.
Yeah,
that is pretty sweet looking.
That's okay, but that isn't what I want. I want the old cassette-looking ass tape player-looking thing. That's what I want.
That looks like a Zune.
It does
that looks like a
Zune,
and not a cool brown one like Brian's.
That's true.
Cool brown Zune.
Wow. All right.
Y'all know that brown is the new black?
Is it now?
Do you think there's certain Sony...
That was their whole selling point. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Angle?
Yeah, and it was dumb. Yeah. It was wrong. We were wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Brown was never the new black. It was a terrible concept. No. Anyway, Brian, also we did a Boop show yesterday. People should go check it out. We did our top 3 games of the year.
The Boopies!
The Boopies, we called them, which is awful close to boobies, which is great. And anyway, it was a very fun episode, so go check it out, frogpants.com/BOOP, or check it out on...
Check out our Boopies.
Yeah, wherever you get your Boopies, go get it.
How about a Boopie?
How about a Boopie indeed. Brian Dunaway, have a fantastic day.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas, friend! Okay. He has left us, leaving us only this right here to do. Where is it? Time for some quick news brought to you by
Coverville, counting down the top 40 cover songs of 2020. You know, for a garbage year, they really turned out some great cover songs this year. And I pared down a list of 452 songs down to my favorite 40 of them, or the 40 best, because I'm an independent judge with no subjectivity whatsoever, or no objectivity whatsoever. So, but here's the great news. You're getting 2 shows, one today, one tomorrow. Keep buzzing. Sorry. One today, one tomorrow, of the best cover songs of 2020. 40 to 21 today, 20 down to counting down to number 1 tomorrow. So 1:00 p.m. Mountain Time at twitch.tv/Coverville both days.
You're like the spirit of Casey Kasem lives on in Brian Ibbett this week.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Be there.
This letter comes from Martha, age 40, who says, the Beatles bit-ba-dip-ba-doo.
We used to have a dog named Spot. Spot was lovely. Used to follow us around everywhere in the house.
Does anyone listening know who we're talking about? I mean, is Casey Kasem that far off in the history? He's not really, right? We know. People know.
Yeah, there's a generation that only knows him as the husband of that woman on the Tortellis.
Yeah. And even then, that's getting aged
Even
pretty
then.
good. All right, here's your news of the day. We'll do this, at least this story, maybe two. We got this more information about the stimulus bill. Again, not to be confused with my meth dealer up the road. Stimulus bill is doing fine work. He's got his businesses going. It's booming right now, and he's great. But we're talking about the actual bill passed through Congress, or at least through the House, which is now headed to the Senate, which may not make it at all because I guess Trump's starting to veto it for various reasons. But anyway, Congress has legalized.
He wants to increase the money it's given
Yeah,
out.
that's what he says. He wants some increase, and then there was some other thing he wanted to.
Hey, Trump, it's not going to make us like you, but it's going to make us hate you one little bit less.
Yeah, what's funny is he and for the first time maybe in the history of the world, that guy and like AOC are on the same page. She also wants the $2,000. And I can't believe those two planets are in alignment.
No kidding.
Don't know what to make of that. But anyway, the 5,593-page, $2.3 trillion government spending bill passed by Congress yesterday is replete with gems. It's lots of pages, lots of money. There's the $900 billion worth of coronavirus relief aid, which I think is really the $600 per person thing. This is the second largest stimulus measure in U.S. history. The first was, I think, last April or whenever it was. There was a $1 billion for 2 new Smithsonian museums. There was $10 million in there for gender programs in Pakistan. There was the creation of a special authority to control doping in horse racing. That's in there. And finally, there was a long-awaited repeal of criminal penalties for using Smokey the Bear's likeness without permission.
Oh, thank goodness this is...
Finally.
This is, yes, our long national nightmare is over. Now, I'd like to question, isn't it Smokey Bear and not Smokey the Bear?
It is Smokey Bear. You are correct. This article screwed up. It is famously the thing that people get wrong all the time, but it is actually Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear.
Yes.
But at some point it is splitting
bear
hairs.
But he is a bear.
Yeah, he's a bear.
I mean, if Smokey Bear is his actual full name, then I guess he'd be Smokey Bear the Bear.
Yeah, Smokey Bear the Bear.
Smokey Bear the Bear.
Smokey Bear the Bear.
You know who does the voice currently of Smokey Bear?
No.
Sam Elliott.
Shut up. Is that true?
Completely true. 100% true.
I don't get real TV anymore. I never hear these things.
I don't either. I don't know where you hear the voice of Smokey Bear, but I now take a little more comfort in that.
That's perfect. Yeah, a little more comfort in that. By the way, I have a question, a Fargo question.
Sometimes you're the bear, and sometimes you're the Smokey Bear.
Please don't set fire to our national forest. I have a question actually that involves this. So when he does that dude conversation, he's in the bowling alley and he's sitting at that little counter, right?
Yes.
Is that the same exact filming location they used in season 3 of Fargo when there's that episode with Ray Wise, the actor, who's basically walking Mary Stuart Elizabeth Masterhead, whatever her name is, through her
Mary Catherine Gallagher?
Yeah, that's the one. Walking her through her purgatory moment or whatever. I swear to you, that's the.
It might be.
Swear. I'm watching it going, everything's here except for Jeff Bridges and freaking, what's his name? They're just not here.
John Turturro and the Jesus.
Yeah, where's the Jesus? Where's Ronnie?
I don't roll on Silver Shabbos.
I'm in the mood. I gotta watch it. I'm in the mood for The Big Lebowski in a major way.
It fits. I mean, all the Coen Brothers stuff is just so perfectly
it's so
meshed together that I'd love to think that there's they
do it all
Coen
the time.
Brothers universe, like
right?
a CBU. Yeah.
Well, Fargo does it all the time. They'll include things from other movies, songs from they have a version of, like we talked about before, of Man of Constant Sorrow, which has no other origins except that. So clearly they're happy to do it.
It does have other origins. It's Bob Dylan's song.
Right, but I mean, like, it has a very specific Coen Brothers implementation.
Yes, there's one thing that people connect it to, and it's Oh Brother Where Art Thou.
Yeah. So I gotta figure it out. Anyway, so the point is, this all happened, and now you can as soon as this passes, if it passes, you can be Smokey Bear if you want to be.
What a weird what a weird thing to make sure is in this bill. Like that somebody said, "Oh, put that one in there too," because we've had a problem with that one.
Yep. I mean, basically what it came down to, and it's not you. Like, if you showed up on the street in a bear costume saying "Don't start forest fires" or whatever, you're not targeted by this. What this was regulations that kept things like unlicensed use in television or other broadcasting or anything where you were
for profit.
Yeah, or anything you were saying was claiming an official federal government Smokey Bear sort of connection. You couldn't do that before, according to Section 711 of the Title 18 of the U.S. Code. So we are a nation of laws, damn it, and you couldn't do that. So now you can't
do it.
Unless
Matuba says was not Bob Dylan, it was Ralph Stanley. I could have sworn that Bob Dylan was the first performer of Man of Constant Sorrow. He may not have been the writer, but I thought he was the initial. Oh, first published by Dick Burnett, a partially blind fiddler from Kentucky. Oh yeah, way older than that. So recorded versions in the 60s, most notably by Bob Dylan, but his wasn't the first. Oh,
okay, well, there you go.
Thank you, Matuba.
Excellent. Let's move on to this final story. The KFC console. Have you heard of this?
I saw pictures of this, but I have no idea. Does it just warm chicken?
This
I guess we're going to find out.
Actually a console. This actually works. But what it really is a weird custom PC. But consoles are kind of custom PCs now anyway. The heart of those things are all, video cards and RAM and hard drives and all the stuff we see in a PC, x86 architecture, all that stuff. So this wouldn't shock me. But anyway, this is real, and it boasts one huge advantage over the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. It will literally warm your chicken. According to and approved by Colonel Sanders himself, the KFC console is here. Finally solves the problem that literally nobody cared about until now, which was how to keep your chicken warm while gaming. The KFC console, created in partnership with PC hardware manufacturer Cooler Master, they're big actually, promises to shake up the console war like a big bag full of 11 herbs and spices with its built-in chicken chamber. Chicken chamber! That's great.
Chicken chamber. Please tell me that they're going to get an endorsement from Leroy Jenkins for this thing.
Oh, man. I mean, you could run WoW on it because it's just a PC. Why not? Why not? I just got chicken or whatever he says at the end. How's he say?
Right. At least I've got fried chicken. At least I got chicken.
Oh, yeah, dude. No brainer. Writing's on the wall.
At least my chicken's warm.
Yeah. There you go.
That's how the commercial would go.
Yep. That sounds right. It says KFC console was first teased back in June. Everyone thought it was a joke, but it's here. It's designed to keep you freshly purchased chicken piping hot as you frag foes online, it says.
Frag foes.
Yeah, don't say it too fast. It sounds something comes out wrong.
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah, I guess so. It says this: the PS5 and Xbox Series X simply can't do this, and we would not advise doing it either. The custom-built cooling system extracts heat from around and inside. So the heat comes from the GPU and like the heat of the stuff.
No, it's funny. It's funny that they have to. Basically, we took a PC, we took out all the fans, and now it keeps your chicken warm.
Yeah. The chicken sucks up all the heat. It's the heat sink. The heat chicken.
That's right. Yes.
The bargain bucket-shaped machine is also capable of chewing through the latest games as well. While the specs are still firmly under wraps, the console promises to have a top-end Intel CPU, Asus hot swappable mini GPU, and an NVMe 1 terabyte SSD drive from Seagate. That's the fastest SSD drive tech at the moment.
Funny.
So I kind of legitimately want one of these just because it exists, not for any other actual use reasons. But they haven't said how much, so I don't know what it's going to
feels like, I don't know if maybe they do have to have fans in there because you still don't want an overheating.
Oh, guaranteed, because you're not always going to have chicken in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee that thing's got regular fans and cooling and everything. It'd have to be.
Yeah, but when you don't have chicken in there, you could have wassail or some sort of like coffee with a ladle.
I guess what I'm surprised about is that the FCC would approve something like this, because having food in such proximity to electronics and stuff just seems like you're not going to get approved.
Yeah, right.
Not FCC. What am I trying to say? Not FDA. Is it FCC? What's the FCC regulations on electronics and stuff? That's right.
OSHA, OSHA, because
it's a federal thing.
FOSHA.
No.
The federal office.
It is FCC, isn't it? FCC.
KFCC.
KFCC, yeah. FTC, that's it, FTC.
FTC,
Federal Trade Commission.
Federal
Yeah,
Trade
because
Commission?
everything's got an FTC thing on it, like this.
Right. Any electronics have to have that sticker.
Yeah, right? Don't I have that right, don't I?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah, the UL, the Underwriters Laboratory.
Yeah, that whole thing, all that stuff. You got to do all those things, and if you don't do it, you're screwed. All right, that's it for
USSR?
FTP, File Transfer Protocol. We're
Popeye?
done. Popeyes. Ooh, Popeye's chicken. Now we're talking chicken.
Oh, see, let's have the competing console. Yes.
I love Popeye's chicken. All right.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Whenever you start that machine, it goes. All right, moving on. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom Merritt will join us, talk a little tech, and then Nicole for recommendals. All that and more coming up soon. But first, a song from Brian.
Well, Scott, it's Indy in the middle, but it's also the day before Christmas Eve. And it's about time we have an Indy in the Middle, a holiday Indy in the Middle that's not a cover of a Christmas song. It's an original composition. This is by a Portland-based band called Corvair. Big thanks to Clarion Call Records label for sending this one over, or PR firm for sending this one over. This is a brand new holiday single. It's called Flannel Pajamas. Now, they have a debut album coming out February 19th of next year. I don't know if this will be on it because a Christmas song in February might not be as exciting, but this will warm your cockles and bring that holiday spirit to you. It is the newest single from Corvair. Here is Flannel Pajamas.
Go to sleep and wake up in a relationship, or I will get even older.
Grandma leaves through the grandma door. Carol prays.
Please, Santa Claus, give me boyfriend that becomes man husband.
The prayer travels through the sky like it is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rainbow. It travels to the North Poland. We see Santa House. It is all chimney. Inside, Santa nogs a carton of eggs. The prayer enters his beard.
Ho ho, Carol asks to be unsingled. Is she good enough?
This one would make a cute gift for a man named Steve.
Aren't you afraid? Too scared to be.
My love for Nandor only grows. I love him so
Santa nogs an entire carton of eggs.
Okay, so just for
Please
clarity,
tell me what this is. Yes.
So somebody went. Okay, you've heard of this before, where somebody will force a bot or an AI to watch 1 billion hours of something, and then it has to write its own version of what that is.
Its own version of it. Yeah.
So they had some AI consume, however that happens, thousands of hours of Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And then had to poop out a script of its own based on everything it saw.
A machine-learned Hallmark movie.
Correct.
Oh man,
it's amazing.
Is this on YouTube or something? I want this whole thing. I want to hear the whole stupid thing.
I'll find it for you. It's only 3.5 minutes long, and it's amazing.
Oh, okay.
And it's all 3D rendered in the worst like freaking.
Oh my god, kind of like the Korean television 3D.
Oh, the Taiwan animated. I think it's Taiwan, isn't it?
Taiwan, is that? Yeah, I mean, whatever news companies made those horrible 3D Lawnmower Man special effects.
Yes, definitely Taiwan. But yes, they're like that. Yes, like that. Like 3D Studio Max 2.0, freaking 90s ass looking animation. It's great.
Love it.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I think of too, Hetch, for short, is the Tiger Woods reenactment. It was the best one.
That's a really good one. You're not wrong about that. Ace to Tech joining us now. Will be shortly anyway. And we're going to talk about some technology news, or whatever there is of that on a day like this.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man, as you know him and as you love him, is Tom Merritt from The Side. Hello,
The Side Man. Look at that curved screen. He's got a curved screen.
What? It's curved.
Oh, did I let you see my curved screen by accident?
Tom,
I'm sorry.
Man, he's got a famous piece of art behind him. There's
That's
things.
Right. Stolen from the Louvre. Starry Night.
Man, who knew that you were that guy? Not really. It's Tom Merritt, tech maven and internet superstar. He is here to join us like he does every Wednesday. And it must be a weird week, though, because I got to imagine Christmas week is not like hoppinest tech
Heavy on
news
the
time
tech,
of the year. Yeah.
We usually hope so. And then, Congress sneaks in a bunch of tech-related stuff in a stimulus package, and the rest is history. There's been a lot going on this week, as a matter of fact. Thank you for delaying so that I could get this next story that just broke up to speed to talk to you about. We are very close to generalized AI.
Whoa, wait a minute. We were just talking about how an AI watched a bunch of Christmas movies and then made its own script for one. You're telling me that we're now one step closer to, I don't know. What are we closer to? Tell me what this means for us.
Generalized AI would be you don't tell it anything. It just figures out what to do, right?
Okay.
So that would be useful if you say, you could take an AI off the shelf, an algorithm, stick it in a robot, and you could tell it, like, I want you to go farm this field, right? You could tell it what you want it to do, but you wouldn't have to give it any information about how to do it. It would just figure it out.
Right.
So Mu0 is the latest algorithm from DeepMind that has been able to learn to play Go, chess, shogi, and several Atari games without being fed the rules. You've probably heard about different DeepMind algorithms that could do all of these things better than humans, but they were all given the rules of the game to start with.
Okay.
Now, then they had to learn the best way to play it on their own. But Mu0 wasn't even told the rules of the game. It was just put in the game and let go. And the way it was able to do this was by not considering everything when it was modeling what it should do next. It was focusing on what were the most important factors into making a decision. So the way they described it is that it would consider how the previous decision worked out, what the current situation was, and the best action to take next. It would focus on those three things, and it is now more efficient than modeling everything. Mu0 is as good as AlphaZero at chess, Go, and shogi, and better than all previous algorithms at the Atari stuff they threw at it.
Yeah. So, wow, that's crazy to me. So that actually that's major. That's major if it's
Yeah.
I mean, I guess my head always goes, application. What's the application? What are we going to see first? What's the
Well, the application here is down the road. It's like, if the more generalized you can make this, the reason I brought up robotics earlier is robotics is one of the most difficult things for an algorithm to handle. That's why you see robots kind of all so jerky and everything, is you kind of have to tell it how to do what you want it to do, and it's not very good at handling unexpected situations.
Yeah.
So if you haven't programmed in, that's why Boston Dynamics stuff is so crazy, because it can handle so many different situations, like walking on unlevel ground. That's a really tough thing to program in. Generalized intelligence would just be able to learn it. You just stick it on, out doing what you want it to do, and it'll learn it on its own.
Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, it feels, so it's, again, here we are at this conversation like this, where the first thing out of most people's heads is, this is it. This is where we Skynet and all that crap, right? But I'm just thinking,
and this isn't generalized AI yet.
Right.
There's still some situations that you couldn't throw this algorithm into. It's really good at games, might not be good at anything else.
Right.
But yeah, it's another step closer.
But aren't we really just at this moment anyway, we're talking about data. Like, a generalized AI isn't going to suddenly be a robot in your house doing all your housework for you. Like that, we're nowhere near that thing where it's like
not
a Roomba
yet,
and knows
no.
what to do. Right?
Although there are some robots who can be put in your house to do housework. They're very limited. Compared to the imagination of like, I'll just tell the robot to clean my room. And that's generalized AI, clean my room. And the robot knows how to clean your room.
Right.
So like, I've figured out how to clean your room. You didn't have to tell me. I already know how to do it. And nobody had to program it to do it. That would be generalized AI. We don't have that.
Okay. Well,
if you tell Mu0 to play Go and win, it can do that.
So of all of the robots that like Boston Dynamics makes and the Honda one and like all these robots over the years where we're like, oh, look at these cool robots. If they could get generalized AI into one of those robots, I think I want one of those freaky dog ones that Boston Dynamics
ones,
make.
the four-legged.
Yeah.
Those things are
They're freaky as crap, but they could be like
the
pets.
The big dog, like the Boston Dynamics big dog?
Yeah, those big running like Boston Dynamics dogs you can kick over and they get up anyway and all that.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
And then they learn on their own to hold a grudge.
That's 11 times he's kicked me to watch me get back up again.
Try 12.
Remember,
try 12.
When I'm nice to him, he keeps kicking me. I have now learned.
In a very generalized way. Anyway, we'll see how this all plays out over time. That's exciting stuff. And there'll be more today on the Daily Tech News Show that stars Tom Merritt and, of course, a myriad of guests.
We might talk about KFC's new console that keeps your chicken hot.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier today. We'll do a deeper dive into what it means.
We'll do it. We'll do the deep dive.
You're going to double down on that story.
Yeah. I see what you did there, Brian. That was good.
Unless by that time you're fried on talking about it.
Look, after that story, everything else would be gravy. I think
I
finished it.
Wait. Are you too chicken?
See, there's more. Oh, we better end while we're ahead.
Just a drop in the bucket.
There you go. Nailed it. Tom Merritt is, of course, up to all sorts
the kernel of truth in that.
He is up to all sorts of shenanigans in the world, and you probably ought to tell people what to look for or read or check out during the holidays. Tom, what's going on?
Oh, so much. We have got some special episodes rolling out on Daily Tech News Show starting tomorrow, Christmas Eve, our retro show. We're going to go back to 1999. Although, if you look at the topics from a certain direction, they might seem very current. Big tech company being sued as a monopoly, and some car services being offered. I don't know. Sounds every history may not repeat, but it sure does rhyme. So that's the retro show coming tomorrow. And then next week we've got our moderator co-host show. We talked to the folks who help moderate our Discord and Twitch chats. We're going to do our predictions results show where we check up how we did last year. We'll do our prediction show, of course. We've got a best of GDI with all the funniest, bestest moments of the year. So that's all coming on dailytechnewsshow.com next week.
Nice. Holiday good times for those who are tech inclined. Go check it out. Tom Merritt, Ace Detect on Twitter. Have a Merry Christmas, sir.
Yes. Merry Christmas to you too as well.
Yeah, we will see you soon. Bye now. All right. He'll be back next week as if nothing. Well, actually, he may not because DTNS takes the week off. So I think
as if nothing happened.
Yeah, as if nothing happened. All right. Nicole is probably coming in here. Let's see.
Okay,
she's offline, but as we've learned, offline doesn't always mean that she's not around. I do have some text. Let's see if any are from her. Nope. This is all from my kids. So let's now send her a text. And just say, hey, Nicole.
Crap, I didn't know if you guys were doing a show this week.
Hi there. Okay, wait, that's your prediction. I'm going to say, you're probably going to be right. I'll just say she says crap. So,
okay, all right.
So she's going to give a qualifier in your version. In mine, she just says crap, and that's all she says.
Yeah.
You on today, I say to her. All right, let's see what happens here with Nicole Spagnuolo. Who will win today's great game?
I love it. It's its own new game, and unfortunately, I've disconnected the Farrago soundboard, so I can't.
Dang it! Well, then I'll play one. Here. Enjoy this one.
And I'm running away from you like a fart in an elevator.
Oh wait, that's not it. Oh, where did I get all these? Okay, that's terrible. That wasn't it.
Wow. We heard a noise.
I have a lot of fart sounds, you guys. I have a lot of fart sounds. All right, no answer from Nicole yet. I don't know.
All right, well, should we just start and?
Yeah, we'll begin. If she comes in late, we'll add her to the business. I like that idea, Brian, quite a bit. So in that case, now we do this. Oh, I have to. There we go. Sorry, came in late on the recording because I paused it. All right. Hey, everybody, check it out. It's Recommendals. We take stuff from streaming services and recommend them for our listeners to watch and or consume in whatever form they like. Today, we expect Nicole may be coming in. We don't know. But if she doesn't, we'll not worry about it. If she does, well, then we'll tack her on at the end. How about that, Brian? How about that? Let's get to the point at hand here. We're going to start with Brian. He's got a clip, a couple recommendals, I see.
2 recommendals today.
Yeah.
First one here is a I think we're getting a Nicole.
Sorry, Nicole. There she is. Hi.
I was refilling my treat thing for the delivery people.
Oh, that's okay. That's a good thing to be doing with your
Do you
time.
what color Gatorade do you prefer to put in your treat thing, or do you put Gatorade in there?
I do. I have orange Gatorade.
Orange. See, we've got the red and the blue, and we're watching to see. We're seeing red versus blue, basically.
I also have Coke and Diet Coke.
Oh, nice.
Look at you.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the carbonated beverages in this cold weather. Just that they're gonna.
Oh, it's fine. They're fine.
Well,
I've left them out overnight. They're fine.
Oh God! Wow. Okay.
Doesn't it depend on your overnight temperatures, though? Right? Like if it gets real cold, like if it was like 5 degrees,
if they freeze, those things will explode all over the rest of your treats.
I left it out when it snowed the other day. It was fine.
It was fine, huh? All right. That's not. I love a good soda, and if I'm a guy walking around delivering shit, that'd be great.
And I put Sunny D out there too, because kids.
But no purple drink.
No purple.
I do have purple drink
stuff.
too, but
purple.
That's my favorite, so I keep that.
The only kind of Gatorade I can't drink is the kind that they make you take when you do your colonoscopy prep. I can't do that. Kind of version.
Sure.
It was the
Well,
yellow.
you're not supposed. What are you talking about? You're not supposed to have any red dye.
No, it wasn't red. It was the yellow. It was the yellow kind, or whatever the yellow flavor is.
Okay, yeah, because no purples, like you have to have a special kind of Gatorade.
Yeah, and that's the only kind I can't drink anymore because
I've had 2 colonoscopies.
Yeah, I've had the one, and
just can't get enough.
Ah.
Can't get enough of that colonoscopy. All right, we're going to start with Brian.
This again, Doc?
Yeah. Brian, I'm going to play your first clip. Is any
This
setup
is
required?
a TV series.
Series. Here it is. Check it out.
Where is Jessica Hyde? Who's she? Where is Jessica Hyde? Is she a customer? Because if she's a customer, I can find her. I can find her on the Where is Jessica Hyde? I'm thinking so hard. I really am. I just don't know that name. No, it's just gas. You go to sleep.
No idea what that is. Seems
I looked at the chat room. It's Utopia.
It is Utopia, and I think you started to watch this. This is the UK version. This is the one that
I watched the US version.
Okay. Oh, good. Well, I want to hear how the US version is. This is the UK version. 2 seasons, 12 episodes, 2 seasons of 6 episodes each. Started in 2013, and weirdly focuses around the release of a vaccine that.
I thought it was a virus.
It's the Russian flu vaccine. First, it's a Russian flu, but then it's the vaccine for the Russian flu. And man, it is, at least the UK version is dark and creepier. I saw the graphic panel for this that you see on streaming sites on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, lots of yellow. These people kind of look funny. This is probably a comedy. And yeah, maybe there's the occasional kind of comedy element, but boy, it gets dark. It's very, I'd say.
Did you finish it?
We finished the first season, and we're getting ready to start the second season, and we're loving it. It's really good. It's kind of like if Devs and Mr. Robot had a baby.
Oh, you're talking my language. That sounds great.
It's very, very creepy, dark.
Where's it streaming at?
Underground system. Amazon Prime is where the UK version is streaming.
This is really weird. So I'm trying to find it on IMDb, and it gives me 4 different shows called Utopia.
There's the US version, the UK version. There's an Australian one that's unrelated. There's another.
See, I'm not finding anything but the US one because everything else that comes up is like this one. A group of people meet online, discover a graphic novel. And that's not it. Here's one called.
But that is it.
That is it.
Oh, is that the one?
That's it. Yeah. Oh. So if you see 2013 or 2014, but you're either seeing the
2021.
The 2021. There's also a reality TV show from a Dutch reality TV show called. Well,
so hold on. Tell me what the comic book connection is. But I don't understand that part.
They're all they meet. So it focuses on these 4 people.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, conspiracy theorists who are after a very specific graphic novel called Utopia. Okay. And there was first a book that was released, a graphic novel that was released, and then there was going to be a second one there's a manuscript of that second book that's out there that contains all this secret information that is, if you're a conspiracy theorist, you can kind of connect the dots and figure out all this stuff that's going on about the secret government or the secret agency that's got the government controlled and things like that. And so there's these 4 people who've heard about this manuscript and are chasing after it. And
which is funny because the US version, it has Rainn Wilson and also has John Cusack in it.
Oh, really?
I never got to them. I only watched the first episode because I started watching it right when we were going into lockdown. I'm like, oh hell no, I am not watching this. But they presented it as a comic book was found, and the couple that finds it takes it to a Comic-Con like place to sell it to the highest bidder. And so like it's just a bunch of characters coming and looking at this comic book, and the weird stuff starts happening, and like I was like, I'm out. I'm out. But those same 4 or 5 people come together because they know each other online, right?
And it looks like that. Yeah, they've been a conspiracy theory chat room. It looks like the US version is 8 episodes and 1 season. The UK version is, like I said, 12 episodes, 2 seasons. Is there? I haven't. Nobody.
I heard the US one.
Yeah.
The US one I heard got canceled.
Yes.
Oh.
As did the UK version, but that was years ago.
I think it was poor timing on Amazon.
You think this lockdown? And
they probably didn't
they even had to put like a disclaimer up on the show for the US one.
Well, let me ask you this. As someone who detests conspiracy theorists and would like to kick them all in their collective nuts, is this going to piss me off, or am I going to enjoy it?
No, these 4 people, I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory if you're right about it. And these 4 people just happen to be right about it.
It's funny because it's 5 in the US version.
Oh, is it? Okay.
5 of them. Yep.
5.
Well,
Interesting.
It may be 5 in the UK version, but I'm not saying more than that. But they're all likable, very likable characters.
Yeah. Well, I'm usually the British ones are better.
We're talking about Utopia.
Yeah. So I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch the British one. And
watch the British one. Let me know what you think of it. But it is, I really, really enjoyed it. And Alexandra Roach, who has been in a couple, I think she's been in a Black Mirror. She was in, oh God, not The Crown, Killing Eve.
She's awesome.
Really, really good in this. She's like a really,
and
she's got such a great accent too.
Oh, that's interesting. The writer of this series, at least the US one, did Sharp Objects, did Gone Girl, did
Gillian Flynn. Yeah,
she's great.
She's great. So that's why I'm curious about the US version. I wonder is there anybody who's watched both in the chat room who can say, how
I've only seen a couple of people say the British one's probably better, but I haven't seen anyone
darker
with
and
direct
creepier.
experience.
Says Ken from Chicago.
Yeah. I thought the US one was really creepy too. Man, the scene in the hotel with oh my god.
Yeah. And
but I did read they did change it, especially with the John Cusack character. From what I understand.
Well, he's
the main character that you hear in that clip I played, by the way, of where was Jessica Hyde? That character is the creepiest freaking character in a TV show I've seen in a long time.
He sounds great.
Is there a lot of like White Rabbit, Alice in Wonderland references in your version?
There's mentions of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Dark Waters says both good. UK is better.
Okay. Well, that's always the case. Usually, not always. Most of the time. Pretty safe to say. Well, all right then. Derivative work notwithstanding, check it out. British version of Utopia.
Amazon Prime, Utopia, UK.
That's only 12 episodes. That's as long as freaking, I don't know, Faulty Towers, I guess. It was 12 episodes.
There you go. Yeah. Good comparison.
There you go. All right. Brian, number 2. Give us number 2.
Number 2. This is a movie and just landed on streaming recently.
Here we go.
You need to rescind the kill order.
You know I can't do that.
I'm sure you can.
John Malkovich.
No.
I knew it was you.
You did. Oh boy. You knew it was me? Really? Hey, is it true? that you are the prettiest in your family?
Yes.
Is it true that you're the smartest in your family?
Yes.
Your whole family.
Come to Daddy Monster. Come here.
Oh my God, where's your mother?
Shower.
Yeah, and did you sneak out on your own?
Crap. Well, Uncle Duke's gonna have a job for you with those skills.
No, he won't.
One daughter's enough.
The field is no place for a lady. I think we've established that.
Is that?
It's definitely John Malkovich. You're gonna try and place the other voice?
Yeah.
I bet you can, because that sounds like his actual voice.
Colin Farrell?
That's exactly who it is. Yeah,
Oh!
Colin Farrell you're hearing as well.
All right.
Yeah, and it's funny because the main character and actress of this movie is not even in this clip I played, but I love John Malkovich in this thing, so it's what I had to do. This is Ava, AVA. Should feel close to your heart.
Yeah, there you go.
I've seen this when we pull up Fire TV, they show the little icon and Ava goes, "My name."
Yeah. Don't let her watch this movie. It's not a good idea. Listen, if you're a fan of like Atomic Blonde or what was the one with Blake
Alias?
Lively? Oh, Alias is a good one. Very, very good comparison, Alias. The Blake Lively one from last year, the Rhythm Section, I think it was called. This is really, really good. And it's Jessica Chastain as an undercover agent.
Love her.
Assassin.
Salt.
Salt is good. Yeah, another good comparison. Salt, Ultraviolet.
I can well.
Pepper. Am I playing this right? That's a different kind of game. All right.
Anyway, she plays this undercover agent, former soldier who is now kind of a government assassin. And John Malkovich is her handler and this kind of father figure to her, who helps her get all of her assignments. But something is changing and she kind of wants to maybe take a break from things. And it's very, that whole trope of the assassin who wants out kind of thing. And then they're too much of a danger. So they have to be taken out themselves.
Right.
It's a trope, but I don't think I've ever seen it done like this. And I think they do it really, really well. I won't say it's the best version of that trope, but it's a really, really good version of that trope.
Interesting.
And Jessica Chastain, the way they do the fight scenes that she's involved with, using her body leverage to flip someone over, feels more believable to me than the I'm going to punch and you're going to fly across the room kind of thing. Like the fights feel like the John Wick kind of fights where they're very, very, they don't feel one-sided. They don't feel like special effects things. It's like, oh my God, these people look like they're actually beating the crap out of each other.
How come it's reviewing so poorly? You're describing something rad, but it's like 15% or something on Rotten Tomatoes.
15, really? Oh, that's a bummer.
Or like 5 out of 10 on IMDb. Like it seems to be roundly not well thought of. But everything you've said is my jam, so I think I'm going to watch it anyway.
I think you should watch it anyway. We enjoyed it. And
Common's
usually
in this. You didn't say anything about Common. I'm in. I love Common.
Yes, Common's in this. Gina Davis is in this.
Common.
Ian Griffith, Joan Chen, and of course Bear McCreary does the music. And how can you go wrong with Bear McCreary?
Yeah, right. He's great.
He's great. He's great. So and just Jessica Chastain, I think, is really good in this as well. It's really good, and it's worth checking out. Is it the best version of this sort of thing you're ever going to see? No, but it's free on Netflix. Watch it. Why not?
Yeah. Does Common kill anyone? Is he a hitman type?
He is not.
Damn it.
Mark almost got to be on a show with him.
With Common?
Yeah.
Really?
What was it? Was it the woodworking thing?
Yeah, it was a woodworking competition show, and they were interviewing Mark as one of the judges, and Common was the host. Like,
no
it would have
way.
been Common, and then Mark, and then 2 other judges.
That's a very uncommon thing to hear about Common.
That would have been awesome, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So close, but Mark's like, not really.
Speaking of Ava.
Yeah. Well, there's
Ava,
our
do
own
you want to
Ava.
say hi? Show him your dress. Come on and show him your dress. You look so pretty.
Oh.
Step back.
She's like
a little Christmas dress. Yay! She's like a mini Claus.
Oh, wow. Her hair is short.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Quarantine cut.
Lockdown was hard on me with hair.
Yeah. That's
okay.
I think we can all claim some problems with hair this particular year. All right,
year of the awful quarantine cut.
I am going to now play you a clip of a thing that we discovered kind of by accident. I'm sure everybody knew about it before we did, but because we're a streaming only household, we found it via Hulu, fell in love with it, finished the entire thing. Can't wait for more of it. See if you guys can figure out what it is. It's a comedy, I'll just say that.
Jonah, could I have a talk with you of a sexual nature?
Okay.
Jonah, look, I get it. You know, you're young, you're good looking. You know, it's only natural that you're going to want to swing the old wiener around.
Oh, I'm not, I wasn't swinging anything.
No, I just meant that you're very active. You know, like Amy and Kelly and Kristen and that corporate magazine lady, Myrtle.
She dreamt that.
Did she? She described your body in pretty vivid detail. None of my business. Look, the point is we can't get in any more trouble. So in the future, keep that wiener in its holster, cowboy. Comprende?
Got it. I'd consider it holstered.
Oh, good. You can take it out to go to the bath.
I appreciate that.
What is this?
All right, so
you gave it away on Twitter a couple days ago, so I was kind of anticipating this, but I'm glad to hear. I've never checked this out other than the occasional like minute or two after something else we watch. So
yeah, it's very good. It's called Superstore, and it is a comedy about a bunch of people that work in kind of a Walmart/Target style big superstore. In fact, the set, I mean, where they film all this is legitimately a big store. It's like full of people and all that. It is notable in my mind for having mostly an unheard of, like a cast I've never seen in other things. They're all very funny. They're all really great in it. But in particular, the one person I did recognize who plays Glenn, who was the manager just talking to that dude just now, very awkwardly, played by Mark McKinney. And if you don't know who that is, he is one of the original Kids in the Hall. And he is so freaking funny in this as this character Glenn. I'm not kidding. I have laughed so hard at him. I've like almost peed a couple of times. He's so good. It's a network show, but it feels like a
NBC.
NBC. It's been on the air for 5 years. I've never heard of it until I just suddenly found it.
Has it
on
really
Hulu.
been that long? Jeez.
And this year, the entire season kind of unfolded weirdly in like real time with the way the pandemic unfolded. So this store has to deal with all these new regulations and a run on toilet paper, and they have a whole episode where there's a freaking Karen in the store, and they got to figure out how to deal with her. And if it sounds like you're like, oh, I don't want to go live that again, just I lived it in real life or whatever, it's actually really funny and really like it earns all that stuff. It does a really great job with it. And I've heard from people who work a lot of retail that say this is like exactly like where I work. It's like there's like an authenticity to it as well. I laughed really hard. I think it's very funny. It's a comedy, not in a laugh track sort of live audience kind of comedy. It's like a Arrested Development style sort of, no laugh track sort of comedy. And I don't know.
Either of you worked retail?
Oh yeah, when I was a teenager and stuff. Sure.
Yeah.
Been a long
I worked
time,
at a grocery store from, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years.
You'd probably love this. You would love
We
this.
used to get into some crap in that store.
Exactly. And there's some
before they installed the cameras.
There's some really funny like guest stars, like one of the main characters who really cracks us up. Her dad is played by a guy who played Hank on Breaking Bad.
Cool.
Just a lot of interesting crossover
It's America Ferrera, Ugly Betty.
Yeah, Ugly Betty's in it. She's the main person, and she's I forgot to mention her. She is someone we all know. She's great as Amy. Very funny character. My favorite might be this guy named Marcus, played by John Barinholtz. Sorry.
Barinholtz. Oh yeah. Okay.
He works back in like the car swap out your tires, check your oil part of the big giant superstore. And he's got this wild idea that he's gonna make human produced cheese and get this gross store and all other chains to buy into it and start selling this human produced cheese from like breast milk and all this like weird. God. It is the weirdest sub story. I laugh so freaking hard every time we talk about it. There's just these awkward moments, but it's endearing. And Glenn is freaking Lord overall.
I wonder when The Boys is coming back.
You got like a year or something before you get that back. Anyway, I would recommend it. Superstore, available now in its entirety on Hulu, and worth binging that whole thing. It's very, very funny. I really liked it.
There we go.
Okay,
Cool.
Nicole, what'd you bring?
So someone in the chat asked me what was the name of the woodworking competition show. It is called Woodworks. I'm going to give you a clip of Common, and then the guy with the beard is who Mark would have been if he had gotten a job.
If only Mark had a beard.
I know. If we could have just got him in a beard, that would be that was all he needed.
I'll put the link. I'll put the link in the chat.
Talking about everything you should be watching this week. This is IMDb's What's on TV, presented by NBC's hit show Superstore.
I don't know where it's playing.
It's the revolutionary comedy Rotten Tomatoes is calling one of television's best. And
I just gave you a YouTube video.
Yeah, I know, but something.
It was on the Spite Network.
Spite or Spike?
Spite.
Did you say Spite? Because that's great.
I said Spite. Spike.
I want that you said
TV.
I want that you said Spite.
Kind of, some Hallmark movies.
Right, yes.
I truly want that. All right, let's see what this happens here. Oh, I'm gonna get a takedown for this, aren't I? Hold on.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
Here, I'll just play sound. Oh, there's
13
Common.
of you are an elite group of furniture craftsmen. Your skills will be put to the test. Each
Hold on,
week,
why are they meeting
you
in
must
a...
create
they meet in one
I
of those...
don't know why they're in like Terminator.
Yeah, the Terminator trench in L.A.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all
What's that
walking
about?
down. Oh my gosh.
How bizarre.
Man. Chat room. What do you mean it looks dumb, Icor? But you only saw 5 seconds of it. It looks
It was
interesting.
actually it was a good show, and Common was a really good host.
Well, he's an uncommon kind of
It
guy.
would have been a lot better if Mark was on there.
I agree. Yeah, this would have been cool.
I
Mark
don't
should have done it.
know. I don't know about that.
Why didn't he get it? Why didn't they give it to him? He should have been on there. What happened?
Because I think Mark said in the interview, "Look, I'm not going to tear somebody down for the sake of being the mean guy."
Yeah.
And the guy they got, Brandon Gore, he's a good guy, but he was, in that clip, there's a girl crying. Okay.
Oh, well, they don't call him Gore for nothing. Yeah, I didn't want to be that guy.
You can have a reality show where people don't rip each other apart. Just try and
Mark
become a
just wanted to
contestant
be-
on America's Next Top Podcaster.com.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice job.
Mark just wanted to be nice and helpful and constructive, and they didn't like that idea.
It's not in today's America. Okay.
Yeah, no, not
So-
entertaining.
No.
Meh.
The another fun fact: the guy who won this, his name's Jory Brigham, is one of our guild instructors now.
Oh.
So
nice.
he teaches in our online woodworking school.
He
which is
teaches
pretty cool.
tailoring and cooking, and we'll bring the feast to the raid. Oh, not that kind of guild. Okay, never mind.
No.
Got that all
A
mixed
woodworking guild. There was woodworking guilds long before Warcraft.
Oh, yes. That's right. They're the original guilds. All right, anyway. Hey, what'd you bring
Anyway,
for a
so
real
yeah.
recommendal?
A real recommendal for you. Of course, now I can't find your here. There's a clip just for you.
I love this big half moon we're getting of your ring light.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Oh,
Yeah, you don't need to fix it. It's kind of cool. Yeah, no, give us the other.
There you go. Set him down.
The other half.
All right, here we go. I'm going to play this clip. Here you go.
Oh, I thought your mama was going to be all right. Be happy. I know I could have done better. But you got to decide. You want to be somebody or not?
I've been doing real good. I just had a down month.
I got an interview tomorrow, Mom. Otherwise,
Oh, you know me. I always land on my feet.
Don't look at that. Come on. Come on. Don't you look at you look at me. You look at me.
Wow, this is intense. I think so. That I heard Amy Adams' voice. I didn't really look.
Yep, that was Amy Adams, and you heard Glenn Close.
Oh, it's
And
that hillbilly
I brought it up.
Edgeley thing.
I brought it up last week, so I said I should probably just watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
this
talk
is-
about that last week, right?
Yeah. This is the
So
Ron
this is,
Howard joint, right? Ron Howard made
This
it.
is Ron Howard. It was based off. It's based off of a memoir, so it's a true story. The kid, I can't remember the kid. JD is the kid, so it's kind of told from his perspective, and so his family grew up in Kentucky. They moved to Ohio, but they still have tons of family in Kentucky, and it's about the struggle to do something more with yourself, I guess. The movie itself reminded me a lot of my family. The woman who's played by Meemaw Glenn Close reminds me so much of my Aunt Jerry.
My mother-in-law's literally called Meemaw. That's what we call her.
Oh yeah.
So my wife is afraid. I'm gonna say this quietly. She doesn't want to watch this because she's worried it will remind her of growing up in the part of Mississippi she was in. So is she
Probably
right
will.
to
I
worry?
cried a number of times.
Yeah.
Because it centers around usually when there's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of self-medication. Like there's a small scene that most people probably wouldn't pick up on it, but I was like, yeah, where they're supposed to bring food for the kids party and they forget part of it and bring the beer instead.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. That's what I assume. It's
priorities.
A lot of that kind of stuff, right? I mean, Glenn Close looks like she's putting in a killer performance here. She looks great.
Amazing performance. Yeah. Totally my Aunt Jerry, the matriarch of the family trying to hold everyone together while everybody kind of self-destructs. Ava, baby. Yeah, okay. I can't do that right now.
That looks like a switch light.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Open the garage door and ask Daddy. Open the garage door and ask
Find out from him
Daddy.
how to build a snowman in Animal Crossing.
That is a switch light. So it's just one of those intense kind of movies that I guess if you didn't really grow up with it, you might look at it and go, what? Like there's a scene where JD comes home and he gets a fried bologna sandwich and he's like, oh my God, so good. I grew up with fried bologna sandwiches and I didn't grow up in Kentucky. I grew up in rural Missouri. But it's all similar tones to it.
Sure.
And I think the guy who wrote the book, JD Vance, he's telling a respectful story, because there's even a scene where somebody refers to his family as rednecks and he's like, yeah, we don't use that term. And I don't know, it was a good movie. I agree, Kim might have some emotional moments with it.
She probably
will. I recommend it. I recommend it. It's
sure.
really good.
There's a certain kind of pain to family dysfunction, and it's a special kind of thing. I think it deserves exploring. So I'm totally going to see this. I don't know that she'll want to watch it with me. Anything that sort of brings back memories of some of the more severe dysfunction on certain aspects of her family growing up. There was a lot of racism down there.
It's almost like the whole concept of getting out.
Yeah.
And doing more, and how you're perceived by family and that are still there. And I don't know. It's a very complicated.
It's a slice of a certain kind of life. And I
definitely
want to see it. I like Ron Howard. So
it's good.
Yeah. He made Willow and Solo. So what are you going to do? All right. Excellent. All four of these things can be found via Nicole's Twitter account, which is over at Nicole Spag.
Wait, did you talk? Did you talk about The Stand yet?
No. So I haven't seen any of it yet. I'm building up some episodes.
So good.
Is it good? I hope it's good. I want it to be good.
Yeah. There's my second recommendal, The Stand. There's 2 episodes out right now.
I'm nervous. Why am I so nervous that they're going to screw this up? Because it's my favorite standalone book of all time. I love The Stand, and I'm nervous.
I really, really like the first episode.
Okay. Is Vampire Guy good?
I haven't watched the second episode
Is
yet.
the Man in Black good? Vampire dude? What's his name?
Yes.
Is he good? Okay.
Looks like he just fits the part. And I love all the people losing their crap over Whoopi Goldberg on Facebook. I'm not going to watch this. It has Whoopi Goldberg. Get over yourself.
Why? Why won't people watch it because she's in it? What's their problem with her? She probably said something on The View no one likes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
whatever.
All it takes is
it's
some dumb thing you said on The View, and everyone thinks you need to be canceled. But whatever. I like Whoopi Goldberg. She's Guinan for hell's sakes. That's it. In fact,
wait till the end.
You know what this job is? This acting job for her is basically Guinan times 1,000. That's what that character is. It's all about guiding everybody and having the advice that you need, and you're the spiritual advisor, just not on 10 Forward. Instead, you're in Colorado on some farm. I gotta watch it. I'm so excited that you brought it up.
It's good.
I'm just nervous.
I like how they set it up too. Like they seem to be diving a little, and because it's on CBS All Access, they can cuss. And It's a little bit more hard than the original series.
Well, let me ask you this. Someone in the chat, Bagheera, just pointed out that there's it suffers from the too many hot people problem that sometimes TV does. Do you agree with that? Do you wish people are a little more lumpy in it, or how do you feel? Because I prefer, let me just make this clear so people know where I'm coming from. I really like things like, for example, The West Wing. I like stuff where regular looking people are cast. I don't like where it's all supermodels like everything on the WB or whatever. I like it when people look like people, and like Fargo, everyone looks like people in Fargo. And even when they're really good-looking people, it's used in juxtaposition to be sort of weird on the like in a way that actually feeds the show.
They make Ewan McGregor not attractive or not as attractive, in Fargo,
and it's very effective, right? So I'm into that, and I don't like it when it's all supermodels. How is this on that level?
So people are saying that Flag is too cute. He's like the worst.
No,
so
Flag's
why
supposed
wouldn't
to
he
be.
pick the best version for himself?
He's
like,
supposed
I feel like
to be. I agree
the
with that.
old one, he was ugly.
Yeah, totally with
He was
Nicole.
ugly.
Totally with Nicole on this. He needs to be evilly good looking, right? He needs to be. He needs to be hot to a fault. That I don't have a problem with. I'm just talking about everybody else. So they all just. I want average people. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think they're pretty average, especially the relationship between the girl and the boy. Oh God, what's his name? Both of them, they're just average looking, and he's actually not that good looking at all. The kid that rides the motorcycle.
Oh, right.
I can't remember their names.
I can't either right now. My favorite book I've
They
read
meet
5
up
times,
and
and names aren't coming through for me. But yes.
Yeah.
The redhead. Well, who's the redhead girl? Her name is Francine
Harold?
Nickelbottom. I have no idea.
Franny.
Franny,
So
that's
Franny
it.
and the other guy.
Franny
and the other guy. They're not that attractive.
It's a Hulu original coming this fall. Franny and the other guy. All right. Well,
And the other guy.
I will catch up because I love that thing. I got to.
But I recommend it.
Got to do
Watch it.
All
It's
right,
good.
I'm in. Yeah, CBS All Access, right, for that one? Yeah.
Yeah, CBS All Access.
Yeah. I'll probably get it from anyway.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Oh, but hey,
Yeah,
Nicole,
Merry
Merry
Christmas to you,
Christmas.
too.
Yeah, what celebrate the way you know how, which is what? Feed your family rad stuff. I don't know what you do, but you do that.
I'm gonna do some bacon today.
Oh.
Ooh, some bacon or baking?
Bacon.
Okay.
Baking.
Oh, baking.
Okay.
I also heard baking or bacon.
I heard bacon. Yeah.
Nicole's back, everybody. We'll see you
bacon.
later. Oh my gosh, I'll take baking and bacon and put them together. Bacon.
I'm not going to complain about either one of those two things, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty good. All right.
Cool.
Well done, Nicole. Now, Brian, I don't know if you know this, but we have one last Christmas special mashup to play.
Get out.
Yeah.
A mashup. It's like a Christmas miracle.
Truly. And this one's called the Christmas Mashup, the Christmas Special. Jamie put this together. We're going to play it right now. Enjoy.
Wicka, 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 wicka.
It was the Christmas thing, and I don't know the song. I don't remember the rap lyrics. Including his nether regions. That's where his penis and scrotum are.
Yes.
Iron Dagger Stranger. Wait, Iron Dagger Stranger.
Try again.
Iron Dagger Stranger.
Try again. One more time.
Iron Danger Stranger.
Bonus noodles. Looks like a green peen, like a pine peen.
He has nothing, but
I am as smooth as a candle down there.
My many spiders are out looking for me because I'm bored because I don't think about my wiener. I don't have it anymore, he says.
Yeah, a Canadian guy laughing at you. Like,
you're so
you don't
funny.
need that. We're not about that all up here.
Yeah.
Eh?
Sorry you took the bandwidth to download that app, see, but we don't need it up here, see?
Sorry
about that. Stick to the Denver hub unit. That's wrong. Stuck in the Denver hub. Let's do that again. Stuck in the Denver hub. Oh, my Lord. Hold on. Yeah, I'm putting in the other hole or anything like that.
Oh, as you can imagine, the highlight of this light show for any child would be Santa at the end, you know?
There you go.
That's what it's all about, to see Santa.
We were real sorry not to see him.
Real sorry.
Sorry.
We had to go to Mike Hortons or Tim Hortons to calm our nerves.
Mike Hortons. I could watch that dude fart in a tree or whatever. He's just amazing.
Fart in a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I just farted. Oh, geez. Look over. Nope, still asleep. All right. I'm off the hook.
That's awesome.
Get that first clip ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
I really must go.
I said, oh, girl, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
I said, oh, girl, it's cold outside.
It really has been.
I said, oh, girl, it's cold outside.
Wow. Thank you, lady. You gave us a real moment there. Wow. I totally forgot we did that.
I don't even remember when that was.
I think it was a year ago. It was like last Christmas.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny, dude. What nice catch, Jamie. I forgot we even did that. That's one of my favorite things you've ever grabbed. That's really good. All right, we've done it. We did it. It's a show, and that's it before Christmas, everybody. No show tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. Spend time with yourselves because family might be dangerous, but if they're living with you, I guess have fun with them too.
Yeah.
Weird year,
Enjoy
but hey.
time with the ones who live in your house.
That's right. And all of the first responders in my life have all gotten their phase 1 of the vaccine, which is exciting to see.
They got the jab.
Yeah,
Nice.
got the jab, and they'll get the second jab, I guess, in 2 weeks. So, or 3, whatever it is.
Or 3 or 4, depending on which jab they got.
So let me ask you this: I don't know if Jerry's in the chat or anybody, but if you get the first jab and then you catch COVID between jab 1 and jab 2, is that just it doesn't protect you from that at all, right? Like you're just gonna get the COVID, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I want to say that you need both for full effectiveness, but I wonder if the first one gets you to a certain percentage.
Right. Like if somebody, I don't know. It should protect, they say. So the second one is just a...
Bobby says it's likely to give you partial protection.
Oh, hey, like the Bobby Science, the science guy in the chat there.
Bobby?
All right, that's going to do it for the show then. We're done. Do consider, if you're like, man, it's the end of the month and I got this Christmas money I would have usually spent on a trip, but because I couldn't go, I don't know where to put it. Hey, how about just throwing a few bucks our way at the Patreon, patreon.com/TMS. It's how TMS fuels everything it does, and we'd love it if you did. You can also visit us at the site and check out everything, including that, frogpants.com/TMS. And why don't you go leave us reviews wherever you get your podcasts? That's always a nice way to get us more discoverable. We're a weird, obscure morning show. Not a lot of people outside of our little core group know about it. Maybe tell your friends. Maybe pass it around like a virus, okay? That's the virus you want to spend.
Spread that.
There you go.
Change.
Kim started watching Pen 15. That
oh yeah.
It's very
another
funny.
one with a Netflix panel that always cracks me up when I see it, kind of like Dairy Girls.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, she's watching that, and the school is called TMS, and it throws me because it's something middle school, Timberland Middle School or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's shirt says TMS, and it just throws me. Anyway, hey, that's it. We're done. Brian, before we go, can we go off with one more Christmas tune for everyone to hear? Is that what we can do?
One last one. Yes, we can. Paul wrote in and said, hey, Santa and Blitzen, which is kind of funny because I gave Before Tank Girl a hard time about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, Santa and Blitzen, happy holidays. I wanted to request a cover from an album I really dug when I was a younger person. Please enjoy this ska cover of Frosty the Snowman, courtesy, requested by Mush Potatoes. Mush Potatoes!
We like mush potatoes.
Yeah, this comes from an album called A Pumpkin Ska Christmas Gone Wrong. I didn't have this in my library before. I have it now.
Nice.
This is a cover of Frosty the Snowman done by Unleaded Plus. These guys are great. It's a great cover. Here is Unleaded Plus and Frosty the Snowman. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's right. Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll see you after the Christmas holiday. We'll be back Monday, and we'll have shows Mondays, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. So come back and see us then, won't you? Have a great weekend. Oh, and there's a film set going up on Christmas Day, so watch for that. It's a Christmas miracle. Goodbye, everyone. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
His bush is spot on.
Mm-hmm.